Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been such a long time since I've been on YouTube. In one of my previous videos, I kind of went into detail about leaving MAC and starting a new job and just that whole transition, and I knew it was going to be really busy, so I kind of put YouTube on hold for a little bit. I'm really excited to be back, and so I'm hoping that this will be permanent, or as permanent as I can make it. For the holidays, I decided to go with this emerald green look, and you know, as I was doing this tutorial, I was like, man, you know, the last video I did was a green eyeshadow tutorial. I didn't really realize it. I hope you guys don't get on me too much for that. I honestly didn't realize it until I did this tutorial. So if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. I'm starting off by priming my eyes with MAC's 24-hour eye base, and then I'm going to take MAC's Roll eyeshadow and use it as my transition color. The blending brush that I'm using is by Sonia Kashuk, and you can purchase this at Target. To go over roll, I'm going to be using the color Brown Script by MAC with a MAC 217 brush. In one of my other videos, I had mentioned that Brown Script is being discontinued, but it was actually being reformulated. But apparently the old formula is much better than the new formula. I have no idea how the new formula works. So if you still have the old formula, I would keep it. I'm taking a newer color by MAC called I'm Into It, and I'm going to be applying this over Brown Script again with that 217 brush. I would say that this color is like a reddish purplish brown. That's the best way that I can describe this color if you don't have this exact shade. You could probably mix MAC Deep Dancin' with MAC's Embark and get something quite similar. Before I put my lid color down, I'm going to be using the color BLACKGROUND by MAC. It's a paint pot. It's an off black color. It leans more on the gunmetal side. Then to get rid of any harsh edges, I'm using my 217 brush again, just to blend everything out. The palette I'm using today is by Circa, and it was sent to me, and I'm going to be using the emerald green color. This is my first time trying this palette out. If you are in the market for a drugstore palette that has fairly pigmented eyeshadows, I really recommend it. I really enjoyed this palette a lot, and I know that I'm going to be using it a lot for the holidays. I can't ever do an eyeshadow look without glitter, so I'm going to be using this Moondust eyeshadow by Urban Decay, and this is in the color Zodiac, and I'm just going to apply this all over the lid just to give the eyeshadow color a bit of a pop. Now I'm just going over the edges a little bit with my 217 brush. I don't have any additional product on. I'm just trying to make sure that everything blends seamlessly into one another. To give somewhat of a sharper effect to the eye, I'm just going underneath with a makeup wipe. These are just some Equate makeup wipes from Walmart, and I'm kind of giving myself a guideline for the eyeliner that I'm going to be putting down. Now I'm just taking an angled brush by MAC and my Inglot 77 gel liner, and I'm going to attempt to do eyeliner on camera, but as you're going to see shortly, that didn't go so well, so I ended up doing the other eye off camera. The lashes I'm wearing are by Koko lashes, and they are in the style Amore. Moving on to the face, I am starting off by highlighting with Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in the shade 6.0, and I am just mapping out where I want that highlight color to go. I'm actually going to be using a different technique in this video. I'm going to be highlighting and contouring first, and then I'm going to apply my foundation last. I've been doing this for probably about a month now, and I really like the way it's turned out. Now I'm using Black Opal's foundation stick in the color, I believe this is Black Walnut, and this has just been my go-to contour shade. Everything looks so crazy right now, but I promise once everything's blended together, it'll all work out. I'm using a Real Techniques brush to blend everything out. I usually start with blending out the contour color first, and then I kind of go in the inside of my face and start blending out the highlight colors. This is my first time using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer using this technique, so it did take me a little bit longer to blend everything out. I usually use my NARS Creamy Concealer in Amore to do this technique, and it goes by a little bit faster, but I did have to take my time to blend everything out since this concealer is a bit thicker. Now I'm going on top of everything with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC50, and I didn't use much at all. I got a lot of my coverage from the contour and highlight, so this is just filling in any of the areas that I did not add any product to. And I'm just blending everything together with a damp beauty blender. On a damp beauty blender, I'm setting my under eyes with Laura Mercier's setting powder, and I would say the key to using this powder is to make sure that you press everything into the skin. You don't really want the powder to sit there. I feel like the longer it sits there, the more difficult it is to blend everything out. So just keep pressing it in until you feel like your skin has absorbed the powder. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using MAC's Mineralize Skinfinish in the shade Dark Deepest, my go-to setting powder. And I'm going over my contoured areas with this Illuminator by Fashion Fair in the color Earth. Going back to the eyes, I'm taking the color Brown Script and I'm into it, and I'm just brushing this along my lower lash line with a pencil brush by Sigma. Then I'm taking that gel liner and putting it into my waterline and kind of taking a little bit onto the lash line. Then on a flat definer brush, I'm taking the black color from the Circa palette and I am just pushing that into my lash line and blending it out again with a pencil brush. I added a little bit of lash primer to my lashes just because I like very prominent lower lashes. I don't know why, but I just like the way they look. Now I'm taking two blushes, Raizin and Devil by MAC, and I'm mixing them together, and I'm just going to apply them to the apples of my cheeks. I'm trying a new highlighter color. This is MAC's newest line of highlighters. This is in the shade Beaming Blush, and I'm just applying this with a fan brush by Sonia Kashuk. Now that the lash primer has dried, I'm adding some mascara to my lower lashes. For my lip color, I am first lining my lips with MAC's Bittersweet lip liner. If you do not have Bittersweet, you can just use Chestnut or any dark brown lip liner you may have. Then I'm going to be using the color Naturally Transformed by MAC, and I'm going to just apply this all over. Now, when I first applied this, I was a little shocked how ashy this color looked. So I am going to end up going over this lip color with a lip gloss. And the lip gloss that I'm using is by MAC. It's the color Spite, and I'm just going to put this on top to blend everything together. So this brings us to the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you did enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next video.